Hello and welcome to the WNBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Las Vegas Aces against the Phoenix Mercury. Courtside with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we've got a fun one. Great front courts in this matchup, and over the last few years, Tim, both forward positions have really evolved.
Almost everybody can hit a three. You used to want power forwards who could dominate inside. Now a major attribute you look for in a four, it's the ability to shoot outside.
And not only that, but forwards have evolved into playmakers. You know, there's a lot more ball handling and an added emphasis on passing. So bigs just continue to get more and more skilled every year.
Now here's Carson. The shot will not fall. Gambage with it. Outside Young. Shot clock at 6. Here's Plum. Offensive board. And that one's good. Wilson.
Look, it's no secret that rebounding is all about effort. And that's something Wilson is never lacking.
Now here's Bonner. High arcing shot. Rejected by Liz Cambage. To the middle. Young. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
Nice pass. She got that ball right into her teammate's shooting pocket, and it yielded great results.
Outside Carson. Reiner. Taurasi outside. The high floater.
One of the most daring scorers in the league. Taurasi excels at finding ways to score despite tight defense.
Now here's McBride. Plum with it. Now guarded by Bonner. Now Young. Shoots the three. And that one's good. Wilson.
That rebound and the follow, it shows you what she's all about. Gritty, determined, and a soft touch to match.
Now here's January. Pass to Bonner. It's rebounded by Liz Cambage. The Aces with the lead. Baseline try. Reiner with the rebound. Puts up a three. Not gonna fall. Starting off slow, she misses her first three from the floor.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
To the paint. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Remember, back in 2012, it was a breakout season for Juwanna Bonner. She scored more than 20 per game. After her first 3 seasons in the league, she averaged just about 10. I think when you watch Juwanna Bonner play, we are seeing the perfect example of a modern power forward. Athletic and long, 6'4", aggressive, can stretch the D with a three-point shot.
Shooting 2.
And the first one falls for her. Bonner is a modern 4, and Brian, Bonner had to adjust her game to the current environment.
Well, everyone always talks about shooting when it comes to bigs nowadays, and with good reason for Bonner, as she's significantly increased her three-point output. But maybe more important than that is her passing numbers, which have been way up since she first entered the league. She's just the total package.
Now here's Young. Pass to Cambage. Plum. And the ball out of play. The Mercury will have it. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. January outside. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. From the wing. And yes, she's got the English that time as it falls.
Gets one to fall. It's her first. Now she's 1 for 4.
Pass to Bonner. Wide open. And again, Phoenix no good.
Her strokes looked a little shaky this quarter. Not much is hitting the target.
McBride outside. Wilson outside. Here's Young. Carson covering. 6 on the shot clock. McBride outside. He's off from 3. Phoenix trailing here. A nice shot by Bonner.
So strong in the open court. Quick, tall, determined. Bonner is who you want finishing a fast break.
Wilson outside. Pass to Plum. Here's Cambay. And it's blocked by Brittany Griner.
Another block by Griner. Normally, she leads the league in blocks.
No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Outside Carson. Pass to January. To Rossi outside. Here's Griner. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And one of the stars of the WNBA on this Las Vegas team is Liz Cambage. And she's an Australian star who played in the WNBA initially in 2011 before heading overseas. But since coming back in 2018, the 6'8" center has been nothing short of dominant.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Griner. To the left wing.
Don't forget the clock, man.
Poked away. Here's Young. Here's Cambage. Now Wilson. 5 on the clock. Back to Young. Olsen fires from deep. But she stays with it. Pass to Hamby. Now here's Young. Clock at 6. Over Mitchell. Young's shot is off.
That's too good a look to pass up there, despite the result.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
They've been sensational on the boards to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a good word for it, Tim. That's good. You usually have the right word for these kinds of situations. Just tearing it up on the glass.
How kind of you, Brian.
What handles? She broke the defense down to the ground with that move.
And so a tie game here as we end this low-scoring first quarter. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. A closely contested game here at the start of the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the Mercury here in this one?
Simple. Defense, defense, defense so far, and they have really clamped up.
Say it one more time, Tim. Defense?
Defense.
Every shooter that challenges their defense has had a hand in their face.
Here's Cambage. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Pass to Hamby. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line. And this is her first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. And guys, what kind of off-season training, I know it wasn't much, but what kind did you do to keep in shape?
I just played lots of pickup. The players now have so many different options. It's great to, just see how in shape they are.
Certainly a better playing shape. To me, it's all about nutrition and how healthy everyone eats. Now it's crazy all the tools these players have. No wonder we see primes of some of these players extend into their late 30s. Well, the big three of the Mercury, as impressive as any in the league. Griner, Taurasi, and Bonner make quite the trio, and really any three of them can take over a game with scoring at any time.
You see, some players will try to overpower you at the rim, but she likes to elude you and trick you. She's got quickness and a soft touch.
And with the core of this Mercury team, they are a threat every year.
Well, with that trio, they are always a threat. They've got great balance between them for inside and outside play. Hard to think of a better big three.
The first free throw is good.
Okay, let's take a look here tonight at Asia Wilson. Now, she was the first overall pick for the Aces back in 2018. And, she was actually the first pick ever for this franchise's iteration in Las Vegas.
And good on the second, so she makes both. And for Wilson, the 2018 Rookie of the Year, she is clearly the future of this team.
And Blake, she's not the tallest center in the league. Wilson's only 6'4", but she is as smooth as it gets in the post on both ends of the floor. Great footwork and a fantastic sense of the game.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Picked away. Here's Cunningham. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her. Sugar Rogers picks one up.
Well, the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs there.
Something you struggled with in your career, Tim, but definitely saved the layup with that foul. She's going to have to earn him at the line.
Shooting 2.
That one's off.
Well, Brittany Griner, one of the biggest names in the WNBA, and standing at 6'9", she's a dominant center in every sense of the word, and she just does everything you want from a two-way star.
And that one drops, so they lead by 1. And with Griner, she initially gained notoriety for her dunking.
I mean, one of the few players who regularly throws it down, and that's not all to Brittany Griner's game, though. She has great length, great touch, and uses both to get scores right over defenders.
Mitchell, the Mercury with another miss. Second quarter here, and just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Colson. Now Young. Poked away. Stolen by Little. Out to the wing. Here's Turner. And again, Phoenix no good.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
Now here's Young. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 4 on the clock. Sugar Rogers into the lane. Camille Little with the block. Pass to Turner. It's stolen. Now Hamby. Outside Young. Hamby left side. Just 5 to shoot. with the fadeaway. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. For those joining us, we're in the second quarter with just about 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Cunningham. Turner. Let's go with a three. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, here in the second, they're showing some signs of life offensively.
Yeah, steadying themselves after a really tough first quarter. They're on the right track.
Now here's Cambage. Gets that one to drop. First of the game after 4 straight misses.
Little contact, of course. It's not going to affect Cambage. What focus on the finish from the Australian.
Pass to Cunningham. Here is Mitchell. And the layup falls.
The height difference there was huge, but she canceled it out with great body control in the air.
That body control right there is essential. If you're giving up a bunch of height on flat ground, then you better be good in the air.
And be able to adjust in the air, too.
Timeout called the Aces.
Well, the Mercury franchise with a few banners. Now, they got 3 in total, and those have come in 2007, 2009, and most recently, 2014. And you just got to think of them as a very well-run organization.
Now here's McBride. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. And you look at the history of the Mercury, they stay competitive.
It's not just the titles that set this franchise apart. They've only missed the playoffs twice in the last decade. They have great leadership, and that's helped this team succeed.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, one of the most efficient shooters in the game has to be Kelsey Plum. She has everything you want in a score: range, confidence, and fluidity.
And good on both. Well, because Plum is such a good shooter, people sometimes forget about her as a facilitator.
Yeah, her floor vision is exceptional at such a young age, and she understands the schemes and tendencies, which helps her read the defense. And Plum just plays an unselfish game, and despite her own offensive capabilities, she loves seeing her teammates score.
Now here's McBride. Essence Carson with some nice D.
Excellent interior D right there to force the miss.
Yeah, and unlike you, Tim, her defensive ability is a huge factor. No doubt about it.
Here's Bonner. 6 points for her. Just 5 on the clock. January can't get it to go. Las Vegas trailing.
Hey, move!
Outside Plum. Here's Cambage. The second chance effort, and the shot is good.
So active on the O boards. When she comes down with one, Cambage loves to go right back up at the rim. It's like she's on a trampoline.
Now here's Taurasi. Pass to January.
Yo, drain it!
Reiner. Luana Bonner for 3. Plum with the rebound. Now McBride. Carson covering. Now here's McBride. Defense right on her. No good. That would have tied it. Diana Taurasi on the wing.
Call out the screen! Call out the screen!
Pass to Griner. It doesn't go for her. Excellent D there from Liz Cambage. Outside Plum. Wow! A huge basket to tie the game.
They're just killing them in the paint.
You can say that again. I mean, the defenders aren't being nearly aggressive enough down low.
They're just killing them in the paint.
Thank you.
Now here's January. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Here's Taurasi. Liz Cambage with the rebound.
It's very dangerous to leave her open like that. Lucky break for the D that she missed it.
Good on the baseline, Jay.
Unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and she's heating up.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Bonner. To Rossi. Here's Griner. Shoots over Cambage. The Mercury with another miss. Outside Plum. There's the 3. Got it off in time, but it's no good.
Showing why she's been named to an all-defensive team, Bonner uses her rare combo of height, length, and smarts on defense.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Aces on top. They lead by a bucket. And we've got more in store for you right after this. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first 2 quarters. You gotta like what Kelsey Plum has done in this game.
She tore it up on the offensive glass in the first 2 quarters. Full effort.
Yeah, she was incredibly persistent, and that's what it takes to be a successful offensive rebounder. And look, she's making bigs all around the world proud with her play.
Start of the third quarter here after a closely contested first half. The Aces leading. Wilson outside. Pass to Plum. And there's the call on Breon January. That's her first foul. Now here's McBride. Carson covering.
Every year she's on the all-defensive team. Every year Brittany Griner scares opponents into missing shots.
Well, fortune can definitely be found in Las Vegas. And if you're asking why, well, just listen to this. The Aces have won the WNBA draft lottery 3 straight times now after drafting first overall in 2017, 2018, and 2019.
6 to shoot. Plum gets the bucket.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Pass to Griner. To Rossi. She's guarded by Plum. To Rossi outside. Griner with the ball. It's stolen by McBride. And it's blocked by Brittany Griner. They recover it. Cambage good. And we're about 1.5 minutes here into the second half. Bonner outside. To Rossi. Asia Wilson grabs the board.
Great defense right there to prevent one of the best finishers in the league from converting in close.
That one drops for her. And that bit of luck for the Aces has given them a solid foundation.
Anytime you get to draft the top player in a draft class, things are looking up. To do it 3 times in a row, and that's almost unheard of. The Aces have made the most of their selections as those picks are the core of this Las Vegas roster.
Now here's Young. They lead by 8. That's the biggest margin of the game.
Well, the team has gotten it done here despite her play here in this game. Still not getting a bucket. Can you believe that?
Diana Taurasi on the wing. She's guarded by Plum. Reiner, no good.
They've built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things well.
You know, Brian, one of those little things has been rebounding. They have come out and taken control of the glass.
Good work there as it goes.
They got one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third quarter.
Outside Young. Wilson outside. McBride. Carson covering. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McBride. An easy 2 points on the layup.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity, and they're getting excellent results.
You know, that's a winning formula, pounding the ball down low, being aggressive. You know, they're being very assertive offensively.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix.
And one of the best players in the WNBA, Diana Taurasi, in action tonight, the former MVP. She does it all on the wing, one of the most dominant players ever.
And the Aces will go for a different look here. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to Cunningham. Little outside. And here's Griner. She's covered by Hamby. 5 to shoot. Here's Turner. Nails the tray! And with Taurasi, she is at her best when the stakes are at their highest.
Look, Taurasi has multiple Finals MVP awards, and that speaks to that mindset you were talking about. And she's been compared to Kobe and Jordan for her impact on the league. That's the kind of generational player Diana Taurasi is.
And the shot goes in.
Yeah, seeing over defenders contributes to Griner's dominance down low. She's just lethal around the rim.
Now here's Hamby. Outside Young. That's tipped. They get it back. Second chance shot. Pass to Rogers. Inside. It's stolen by Griner. Here's Cunningham. Reiner. Here's Turner. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. The Mercury able to retain possession here. Reiner inside. He's guarded by Wilson. And it's in.
Ooh, an unselfish play from an unselfish player. Griner is a respected locker room figure.
Here's Colson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Deflected. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wilson. And another miss by Las Vegas. Now here's Griner. Pass to Cunningham. Mitchell for the lead. Here's Griner. Oh, draws the hard foul and she'll head to the line. It goes on Asia Wilson.
So many little moves that Brittany Griner has learned over the years. Using the pump is one of them. Fellas, I don't think it's a stretch to say Brittany Griner is the most dominant defensive player ever in the WNBA. standing at 6'9" with length, she just owns the paint.
That one drops. She ties it up. Griner is so intimidating down low. The multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year changes a game.
Absolutely, Blake. I mean, Griner forces opposing teams to alter their game plan, and she's been doing this from the jump. I hope you guys remember when she led the league in blocks as a rookie.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Well, over the years, guys, there's been so many great teams in WNBA history, but I think the 2014 Phoenix Mercury might be the best because they set a record with 29 regular season wins, and then they win the title and only drop 1 game in the playoffs. They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first, playing smart with the lead.
And during that incredible 2014 season, Griner had arguably the best defensive year in league history.
I mean, she was unreal. Griner set a record for blocks that season, winning WNBA Defensive Player of the Year. And offensively for Brittany, 16 points per game. Griner, along with Diana Taurasi, co-starred for that incredible championship team.
And that one misses.
The late blossoming of her offense has been incredible. Griner, her scoring average improved by 5 points during season 5 in the WNBA.
Here's Colson. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Griner. Little. And here is Mitchell. Back to a baseline J. Good. The Aces trailing, and they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Here's Colson. Pass to Wilson. Over Griner. And it's Wilson missing.
Really tough for this club right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they try, it doesn't work. Gotta slow it down and just get back to the basics and the fundamentals.
The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Mercury up 8. And we're coming back right after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And the final period of play just about to get started here. And so here's Phoenix. Mitchell outside to the right side. Little right side. Rejected by Liz Cambage.
A menace on defense. Cambage has great timing, and defenders better think twice before challenging her.
There's the foul. It's on Little. Now that is her third foul so far. And the Mercury making a change here. Plum. She's covered by Taurasi. Clock at 6. Hamby. And she lays it straight in.
Well done to finish that one off.
Phoenix in the lead. Pass to Griner. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
Physicality and drawing fouls are just 2 of Griner's many strengths. So a little contact won't really bother her.
And she knocks down the first one. The Mercury making a switch here. And so she makes both from the line. And here are the aces now. 8-point game. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. They grab their own miss. And the Mercury with possession. Pass to January. Back to Griner. Now Bonner. January outside. Push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
She hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but she has worked within the team to help them get the lead.
And there's the whistle. That goes on January. That's foul number 2 for her. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. 16 feet out. Young's shot is off.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
Stolen by Plum. Fast break, Las Vegas. Now here's Hamby, guarded closely from about 10 feet out. It's rebounded by Phoenix. Here's Taurasi, banked in off the glass.
Effective around the rim. Taurasi is well-rounded. She can finish with a multitude of moves.
Pass to Cambage. McBride. Young, covered by January. Back to McBride. Shot clock at 6. Hamby outside. The Aces with another miss. Bonner drives in. That one is off. Some solid defense from Kayla McBride. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeWanna Bonner. That is her first foul of the game. And here are the Aces now, trailing by 10. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Pass to Cambage. The shot, no good. Now Phoenix takes it the other way. Here's January. And 2 free throws coming up as she misses that one, drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
One of the most prolific point guards in Fever history. January has been a franchise cornerstone.
2 shots. Last on the first.
And she makes the first.
Everyone wants someone who can hit the 3 ball and play defense effectively nowadays. Well, you're in luck if you've got Breon January, because she does both exceptionally well, and she's a point guard that was named to 6 straight all-defensive teams.
Doesn't get the second. And January checks that three-point category with flying colors.
Well, remember, she's led the league in three-point shooting a couple of times, including 2018. Her first season with the Mercury, she shot from beyond the arc an eye-popping 47%.
Timeout.
In this analytical age of basketball, January is so valuable.
And the Mercury call time here. Well, the WNBA is pretty integrated with the NBA, but do you guys see any other avenues the leagues could explore together?
One thing I've always thought about, Blake, is merging the All-Star festivities somehow. Now, remember, the WNBA used to have players participate in the NBA Shooting Stars Challenge, but what if the NBA's three-point shootout also featured a few of the best sharpshooters from the WNBA?
I like that idea, Brian, and pushing the envelope a bit further. What about All-Star Game integration? Each team could have a WNBA player or 2 on the court at all times. I think that would make for some awesome entertainment.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now.
Yo, watch her, watch her.
Taurasi outside. Down low. Bonner good.
What a passer. Diana Taurasi sees the game like few ever have. Finds teammates in great positions.
Pass to Plum. Back to Young. She can't hit that time. Brittany Griner with a defensive effort. Taurasi. Off target from downtown. Wilson outside from about 19 feet. Cambage tips it in.
When she's going, no one lights up the scoreboard like Liz Cambage. That 53-point game she had back in 2018, it set the WNBA single game mark.
Pass to Taurasi. Griner with the ball. McBride covering. Now Carson. Out to Taurasi. And stolen by Kayla McBride. Here's Wilson. That falls. Great assist by Kayla McBride.
Using anticipation and timing, McBride's developed a knack for knocking the ball loose.
Taurasi outside. To the inside. Wilson with the steal. Pass to Cambage. The basket drops, and she gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up for her.
Huge points from Cambage. Remember, she's played all over the world and in huge international games. She looks for these moments.
What's up?
A lot of players say they want to be in those situations, but she truly does. What a clutch performer.
Pass to Carson. Now here's Griner. He's guarded by Wilson. The drive by Diana Taurasi. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Young. Bonner defending. Outside Young. 6 to shoot. And the Aces tack on 2 more.
Well, when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to do it and get back into this game.
And it was their defense, just as much as their offense, that served as the catalyst and allowed them to put this run together.
What a display.
Taurasi's shot is off. And it's the Aces with the ball. Down low. McBride. Count it! And the foul! That's on Essence Carson.
A prolific scorer, clutch shots make the crowd go wild. McBride's presence of mind is remarkable.
What's up?
Sinks the clutch free throw.
Yeah, those and ones can be really critical moments in a tight game like this one.
And the Mercury call time here. Rossi with it. Shot to stop the drought. Excellent D there from Liz Cambage. And it's blocked by Brittany Griner. And up the court come the Mercury on the break. Here's January. Oh, it falls! No way!
A seasoned veteran who's been to countless postseasons, January lives for these moments.
Now a timeout called by Las Vegas. Your thoughts, guys?
Well, they've got enough time that they can run really whatever play they're most comfortable with.
Definitely. Now, they're in a good shape here. Shot clock's off, but still enough ticks left on the game clock to run a normal play.
Now Young. Pass to Cambage. Over Griner. It's in!
Timeout.
What a bucket, what a moment. Les Cambage, the player you need to have the ball in these situations.
Timeout called the Mercury. And what do you guys think?
They've got enough time that they can run really whatever play they're most comfortable with.
Definitely. Now, they're in a good shape here. Shot clock's off, but still enough ticks left on the game clock to run a normal play.
Here's Taurasi. Launches a three right between the eyes.
Killer instinct. I mean, Taurasi steps her game up in clutch situations. She wants to win at all costs.
Timeout called the Aces. Guys, what do you think?
This is a very tough situation, but they do have enough time to catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they still have hope.
For the win! Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. And so it's Phoenix who's straight by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and a fabulous finish as they waited until the very last moment to finally seal it.
And so many times we see these tight games won at home. That advantage, I think, played a factor here.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.